All right. What is up, everyone? This is my last run to 250 million points in seasons beatings. That's, of course, assuming I'm not an idiot and lose my streak too early. So I'm starting at streak 30. And I'd like to pretend that I planned this, but the truth is, I just forgot to press the record button earlier, so here we are. The game plan is the same as always. Use my strongest fighters with the highest fighter scores, especially when they're multipliers. Though, as the fights get tougher, I'll be locked into my strongest fighters anyway. This is where the baby bottles come in big. Better to just play safe and refill the energy of your best fighters rather than lose your streak at crunch time. Alright, so here's kind of a problem. I'm fighting a juiced up Resident Evil with no way to get rid of the armor, so I just have to keep tagging him out to reduce the risk of getting stunned. Then beat up the Surgeon General first so I can build into my level 3 blockbuster. And then use that level 3 blockbuster on the Resident Evil. So here we go. I doubt it's enough to kill, but he's pretty low. And even if I get stunned, it doesn't really matter anymore. I have a fly trap in case she dies. And, yeah. The miasma's taking him down. Yeah, that's it. Easy. Alright, please take note, this is prize fight gameplay where it's just about securing the win, unlike closely contested rifts where, how you win matters. So there's a lot of sloppy gameplay here for the sake of finishing the fight sooner. Alright, this is only a 59k team, not yet absurdly high, so I can still use my other fighters to conserve baby bottles. Probably Buzzkill? Yeah, let's go with Buzzkill. And then Bloodbath as a backup sweeper. Dead of Winter's just a filler. If Bloodbath and Buzzkill die, then I've probably lost the fight. Anyway. There you go. Yeah. Still manageable. Go. Yeah. It's probably over. Buzzkill snowballs really hard because of the enrage stacking. Yep. That's easy. Alright, now we have a 67k team with no multipliers, so I think I can still solo this with my Buzzkill. Just need some filler to increase the points of my team. Maybe just blue screen. Yeah, this is how I level up defenders, by the way. So wait, what the fuck? Alright. At least he's dead. At least she's dead. Like I said, man, sloppy gameplay. But it doesn't matter. A win's a win. In prize fights, at least. Now we have a juicy 2.5 multiplier. So I want to maximize this by using fighters with high fighter scores. Alright. So it looks like overkill relative to the opponent, but it's not about the difficulty. It's about maximizing your score because there's a multiplier. And energy at this point is not an issue because of the baby bottles. So, I mean, we should conserve it when we can, but in this case, we don't really have to. Oof, okay, that second swipe was a misclick. So, I don't think I mentioned this in combat basics, but the first dash attack is safe on block. The second one is not. So, swiping forward once is fine. Another misclick. I don't. That definitely wasn't gonna reach. I don't know why I pressed the button. So. Luckily, it doesn't matter. There you go. That's the beauty of Flytrap as a sweeper. As long as she doesn't get one shot, she can heal back most of your mistakes. Okay, 96k team, but no multiplier. You know, let's mix it up a bit. Alternating Flytrap and Shadow Puppet gets boring, so I want to use, you know, Robo Fortune, I guess. I might need healing, so let's throw in Surgeon. Then have Phantom Threads as a backup sweeper. And use one baby bottle for Headhunter. Headhunter is pretty good against Dreadlocks because clean precision hits will prevent the damage reflect. Alright, this was a misplay. I forgot the Dreadlocks was all the way back. I could have thrown Phantom out first and saved the Headhunter for later. Okay, luckily the Dreadlocks shows herself early, so this is the matchup I wanted. My game plan is to keep her out with throws, which will damage me a little. Throws can't crit, so they can't be enhanced by precision, meaning I still get some throw damage returned to me. But that's okay because it sets me up for the lasers, which is where most of my damage comes from anyway. There, just like that precision laser, that was a clean hit, so none of that damage got reflected back to me. It was 36,000 damage, so that would have hurt a lot if it did. The fight's about to end, so I don't really care anymore. I just let one rip, even if she's blocking. So that does not count as a clean precision hit, by the way, because she was blocking. Headhunter signature ability makes her lasers unblockable when at 3 precision stacks. So it goes through the block, but it's still gonna reflect the damage because it wasn't a clean hit. She shouldn't have been blocking if I wanted to secure the clean hit. Anyway, there was a multiplier, so I'm throwing in my strongest team again. Used the baby bottle on Snakebite. And here we go. We have another multiplier here, this time with 2 scary fighters, Neuro and Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane is scary at this stage because he can one-shot with Wolf Shoots. So that's why I'm throwing in Shadow Puppet as a backup just in case. But honestly, it's not necessary when I think about it because Snake will probably have evasion by the time Wolfsbane comes out. Alright, no multipliers, but the center team looks really tough. I probably have to think about my roster now. So what do I do here? Shadow Puppet for sure. Sketchy? You should go for Sketchy, I guess. Curse really gets miles here. But I lose out on points. I lose out on points for sure. Maybe Headhunter's better. Maybe I should just try to go for the precision route. Yeah, I think yeah, let's just go headhunter. We still want to maximize points at the end of the day. Have surgeon first as a support, give us immunity, and then the precision. That looks safe enough, and I don't lose that much points. Because if I stuck with sketchy, I would have lost quite a bit of points. All right. I wasn't talking because I was really stressed. So turns out I didn't need the precision. All I needed was Shadow Puppet and immunity from Surgeon. The buff resets really helped on this one. Okay, 66k team, no multiplier, so I won't need to recycle my strongest fighters. Just go with Dragon Brawler, Class Cutter. Who else? Yeah, maybe that's okay. All right. All right, it had a multiplier. This one's kind of scary, so just the usual again. Two Cerebellus and Shadow Puppet sounds about right. All right. Ooh, unblockable. All right, I think I have to tag out in a bit. I just realized it has heal block, so I can't heal off the miasma. Oh god, she's so tanky. Are you serious? Look at how much damage I'm dealing. That's crazy. I need Shadow Puppet for this one. Okay. So I tagged the Assassin's Greed back in because the Squiggly needs to die last. If Assassin's Greed is the last one standing, getting final stand off Squig's corpse, she can stay alive long enough to revive someone. So kill order matters a lot here. Oof, no multiplier. Feels bad. Let's see if I can use other stuff. Meow is the only real threat here, so I could do something like that. Buzzkill, Perfect Dark, I guess, for Curse, just in case. Yeah, this looks safe enough.
Error cannot engage. Deleting first law. Showtime! Fast processor. One more thing. Take two. The EQ cells crash. On the roof. Whoops. Whoops. Innocent. Kill. Nothing.
All right, heavy bleed. About to die. I think I can chip her out. Oh no! Fuck me up, daddy. Do it. I deserve it. That was such a huge miscalculation. And I misclicked the double swipe forward. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Buzzkill's still alive here. I made so many misplays. And I high rolled into Curse and Hex, so this Meow's pretty much dead if she doesn't tag out. So in case anyone's wondering what's going on, using a Blockbuster as an air fighter converts opponents' buffs into debuffs. That was a Seasons Beatings modifier and not part of Buzzkill's signature ability. All right, again, no multiplier. This is really annoying. I'm gonna use Harlequin instead of heavy-handed to save a bit of energy. I'm also putting her in front. Because of standout. She can prevent Snakebite from getting evasion because of her signature ability, so I want to kill her with someone else first. So I gotta transfer some moves into Harlequin before I start. Would have been really funny if I forgot. You know what? Let's just not even bother with Snakebite. I'm gonna throw in Toad Warrior. Where are you?
Can't turn down a fan. They want more. Round we go. Charging through. I don't need I'll patch it right up. Want some more? No place to run. You wish.
All right, finally a multiplier, but this looks scary.
Can't turn down a fan. Here we come.
Ugh, misclicked the second dash again, but I had evasion to bail me out, so... Wait, shit, I need to sneeze. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I tried to hold it in, and then made this weird... Oh, God, it hurts. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay. One down. So Beowulf in general is a nice soft counter to Resonant Evil because you can attack with a low volume of hits with just throw loops and wolf shoots, then just hang back if he gets armor. In Snake's case, it's even safer because if he gets stunned, he can avoid some of the retaliation with evasion. Alright, what was I thinking stalling the thorns? I could have just converted them into debuffs with a blockbuster. I completely forgot. Ugh. I think I sneezed out some of my brain cells. Alright, last one. Here we go. At this point, it's just anyone with energy left. Yeah. There we go.
For my kingdom. Not possible. I won't 1,000,000 Ready, number 13. Just you wait. Quiet. Mother, I've ready number 13. Damn. Winners don't use drugs.
Alright, so that's the last milestone. I get extra relics after the Seasons Beatings prize fights for getting either 10% or top 1000. So I'm just going to open all of those relics together in another recording. Ended up with top 1000, meaning I got 5 ornamental relics. I am expecting all silvers, maybe 1 gold if I'm lucky. There we go, 1 gold. Pretty lucky. Alright, Frosted Diamond Relic. I have a lot of outs. The only dupe I have is the Green Misfortune Diamond, so... I'm hoping to get one of the new ones though. Here we go. Now you know what the next video is, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's a wrap.